Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming in for you this week. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, you're ready to explore. You're looking at a situation here. This could be yourself or someone else. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Six of Wands, Sag energy. So you're looking at a situation. Yeah, I see Seven of Swords. Yeah, someone that comes across as a little player, but this is someone trying to figure something out. And if it's yourself, maybe you're having a hard time figuring this person out. This is often someone who comes across as not very emotional, maybe more focused on their money, see goals, things that they're hoping to achieve. But this is often all isn't what it seems. See, someone's looking at this. All isn't necessarily what it seems here. Yeah, see, it has to do with love, a connection, but it's forming a bond. See, some of you have had that player energy before. Yeah, it's company, companionship. Someone here is trying to figure something out here. It could be something financial too. But this person's definitely in the energy of the lovers and making a choice. Yeah, so someone protecting themselves. Maybe their money because they've achieved a lot of goals, but it's looking what someone's achieved. See where this could go. And I do feel there's something worth exploring here. But it is an energy of protection. Someone's focused a lot on their finances, and it's often a person who feels, especially if it's someone who's been playing the field a lot, because it has to do with feeling safe, protection. Yeah, whether someone here is, I feel there's a need to protect this connection though. But if it is someone who's been playing the field, there's this need of protection. Yeah. But then we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah. So this is an energy of kind of exploring this. And this is someone who's trying to figure something out. Whether someone here just wants company, companionship, or just someone who plays games. So there is a need of protection. And the Eight of Cups is showing me whether someone should, move forward or walk away. Yeah. Should I or shouldn't I? Yeah. Yeah, and I feel there's a decision. It's a little inner struggle, but it's someone who's just procrastinating, weighing the pros and the cons. See, this is like a feeling protective of something, but feeling they need to protect themselves, maybe financially, or if someone here has been playing the field a lot. See if they're just playing games, They're looking at this. Yeah, they're keeping it in. They're going within. Yeah, it's more than likely about finances. But if it is someone who's been playing the field, the other person may be feeling like they need to feel safe, like they need to protect themselves. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Yeah, because we have the Knight of Swords. It has to do with someone choosing their battles, thinking things through, but it's about taking decisive action. So we have some thinking here. Yeah, so here it's about someone choosing their words. Yeah, it has to do with harmony. It has to do with being fair. Yeah, see, harmony. It has to do with commitment too. I can see it. Yeah, justice. Someone here it's about being fair. Yeah, it's all about taking things to another level. This is someone who's kind of been on their own path, just dating, playing the field. I feel this is someone who hasn't really found anyone who's just right for them. Yeah, so it a lot to do with finances, but it has to do with leveling up. Someone who's been on this path, the path they've been on. Yeah, there's definitely a spark, desire, and an attraction here. A lot of attraction. Yeah, the fire's lit, but it's about making a choice, whether someone's right for them or not. It's all about being fair, a little Libra energy. Is this person right or not? Should I take this to the next level? There is a need to protection. It's about, where this is going to go. Will it be long term, So someone who's achieved a lot of goals, they've had some success. Absolutely. But now it has to do with connecting with another person. Yeah, they know a good thing when they see it. They're kind of looking at how this may play out. So it's a person who often plans and prepares. They're fantasizing, romanticizing how this will play out. But this is someone who knows a good thing when they see it too. Yeah, and we have a Queen of Swords. Somebody with some Libra energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, a little Pisces energy. Yeah, but this has to do, yeah, we definitely got two people who have similar energies, but this is someone who's has to make a decision. There's a decision. It has to do with feeling safe. There's definitely desire and attraction, but this is about making a decision, where the Queen of Swords makes a decision. So someone who has experience, so they're wise. They're trusting their inner knowing. Yeah, they're trusting their intuition here. Yeah. Could be somebody who's been kind of juggling, you know. Yeah, playing the field, whether to take this to the next level. This is definitely someone who's been on their own path, but it's now about moving forward. So much desire and attraction, but it's about making a choice, choosing this wand. Is this the right path? Is this the person? So we have, when the Queen of Swords comes up, it has to do with someone making a decision. Yeah, it has to do with change. Yeah, could be someone who's coming back around if they've changed, but it's what this person's been doing, what they're up to. They've been definitely focused on money, achieving goals, but it's all about harmony between two people. Yeah, it has to do with being fair. And then the world shows growth. See, a lot of growth and change, a whole new chapter. This is someone trying to decide if they should move forward or they should just move on. Yeah, has this person changed? Or, you know, it is about creating change too. So let's have a look at that world. Yeah, so someone taking a pause, trying to be fair, looking at things in a couple different ways, trying to be fair. Yeah, there's definitely an attraction. There's a lot of desire here. So someone who's checking someone out, you know. It's an energy of someone who looks at someone, you know. They look at their body, they like what they see, but it has to do with making a decision that's fair. You know, just hanging around, just checking it out, looking at things from a different perspective. There's so much desire. Yeah, it has to do with whether someone's going to step up to the plate, because it comes with the Page of Pentacles. Someone who often is a little apprehensive. See, we have someone apprehensive, like should I or shouldn't I? But it has to do with making some sort of commitment, because this is someone who hasn't stepped up to the plate yet. Yet they see opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it. So it's probably just two people checking each other out, but it has to do with change. It has to do with growth and a beautiful opportunity. There's a lot of abundance here, a lot of attraction. Let's have a look at that Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it has to do with long-term stability. See, a partnership, but it has to do with feeling safe and secure. Protection. Someone's legacy, their house, home. But it is still someone making a decision whether someone's a partner or whether they just want, if they're focused on the physical. There's a lot of that physical attraction, but it has to do with someone who's been on their own path. It's now about going down this path. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is somebody here applying. They have experience, so they're a little skeptical. Their swords up. But this is someone who's protecting what's theirs as well. But it's all about feeling safe. If they, you know, if they feel safe with this person, someone who's been dating a lot of people, playing the field. Yeah, this is a person who doesn't want to miss this magical opportunity. See, they're looking at this. This is an energy of someone becoming aware, being very self-aware. I think this is someone who's not sure someone finds them attractive. But I don't think this is someone who's aware of how attractive this person finds them. Yeah, that's what it is. See, this is someone who's not really aware how attractive they are. See, becoming self-aware, but it's also an energy of missing an opportunity. A beautiful opportunity here. Yeah. Tell me about the High Priestess. Yeah, see, it's all about everything coming out in the open, the start of something new. So it has to do with whether this is someone seeing very clearly. See, it has to do with I think this person knows the other person doesn't see themselves as attractive, or they're not aware of how attractive they are. But yet there's this energy of new. So this is someone who may have another opportunity here. We have a Queen of Swords about to make a decision. They see clearly. Yeah, it has to do with Six of Swords, seeing, applying lessons learned, being wise. This is someone who often tries to avoid a disaster. But what I feel is there's light at the end of the tunnel. See, there's clarity. This is just about making a decision when things are calm. So there could be then some time in between. But it is about protection. Someone protecting their heart, feeling they need to protect themselves, their legacy, their money, whatever it may be. It's likely different for everyone, but this Queen of Swords sees very clearly. See all this time in between, what someone's been up to, who they've been dating, because it does look like it's someone coming back around, but there's also this should I stay, should I go? You know, but there's so much clarity and happiness. This is someone going to make a decision that makes them happy. They're going to do what's right for them. Is this person right? Yeah, see, it's all about a person not putting themselves in the position to be taken advantage of. This is someone who's been hurt. That's why the sword's up. They've been taken advantage of. This is someone not going to let that happen. So they're applying all these lessons learned, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It has to do with someone who needs to be a little more generous with their time and energy, because this is often someone who drops little breadcrumbs, little hints, and they often don't follow through. So there's been an energy of someone who hasn't made any kind of commitment. See, they haven't stepped up to the plate. Yeah, but this is why I feel it's someone feeling they should just move on. This is someone who may never change, because it's about giving and receiving. Yeah, someone here may be reaching out to other people. Yeah, someone's got other opportunities here too. I feel this is someone about to make a decision. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I take this opportunity, or should I move on? This is often good news. I mean, it's someone feeling there's a beautiful opportunity. It's about taking opportunities that are presented. You know, this is actually quite lovely because you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, some of you, it could be just taking it to the next level of introducing to friends and family, going out together, going places together. Someone hasn't really been doing a whole lot of that because it is about giving and receiving. See this beautiful opportunity. Yeah, we have someone with the King of Swords. This is two people. See, it's about speaking your truth, sharing. These are two people going to share some experiences here. See, it's about moving forward, getting acquainted, getting to know each other. Some of you, it's reacquainted after a period of time. But it has to do with two people sharing their experiences. See, sharing your experience. So in a way, so what this does is it's where you learn things about each other by sharing your experience, but speaking truth and being wise. These are two people who are wise, so there's a decision, both people, but you both see very clearly. This is a beautiful opportunity. See, it's taking opportunities. This is someone who just kind of takes us as it comes, right? They have a lot of opportunities. It's often someone who gets chased a lot. So it's someone who tries to avoid a disaster. But this is light at the end of the tunnel. This is a beautiful opportunity. It's saying to share your experiences with each other, because what that does, it's a learning experience. That way you know what to expect from each other. It's also a way of putting up boundaries. But look at this. See, a beautiful opportunity. And I do think there's some people getting together, a gathering, see people getting acquainted. So there's a need for truth, seeing things clearly. And I feel it's getting to know each other through friends, family, and acquaintances. So, yeah, some of you crossed paths with this person and they may be coming back around, but it has to do with change. There's changes that need to be made. There's definitely been change all this time in between. Yeah, but see, it's an energy of someone who keeps someone hanging. It's a person whose feelings start to come to the surface, but this is a Queen of Swords too, and maybe both have dealt with people who make up a lot of excuses. They never really step up to the plate. They keep you hanging. So this is what is happening here. These are two people I feel who've likely crossed paths through other friends, family, acquaintances, somewhere in your community. But it's all about leveling up. Who's the King of Swords energy? Yeah, someone whose feelings are coming to the surface. See, this has to do with someone speaking their truth. just saying it like it is. These are two people who just say it like it is. These are two people who actually could communicate very well. So there's harmony there. See, it's all about communicating openly, clearly. Two people who speak clearly. This is an energy. I feel this is the Queen of Swords making a decision, or the King of Swords with someone who keeps someone hanging. Yeah. Always listen to the stories. See, telling each other stories, things you've experienced. It's a learning experience. This is what getting acquainted is. Yeah, we got someone who longs for love. See, it's a person reminiscing. There's a lot of longing for love and a lot of reminiscing. Yeah, this is about sharing. This is often about creating memories. See, when two people get to know each other, they give little gifts. They do nice things for each other to show each other how they feel. So we got someone looking at this. It's all the things that they already know to be true. But it's all about going down this path. See, starting this. This is someone who, have they started something new? There's a lot that I do feel it's about getting acquainted or reacquainted big time. Yeah. See, it's about putting in effort, building, giving and receiving. Yeah. See, someone wasn't maybe putting in a lot of effort here because they weren't sure. Tell me about the Six of Swords. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Look at that, a whole new cycle. See, it's all about timing. It's all about the timing. See, there's good luck, good fortune. Someone here has definitely achieved goals, but I feel both people. You know, two people who are wise, but it's all this sharing experience and talking to people. Someone's talking to people here. There's people sharing information too. Those feelings are coming to the surface here. See, good luck, good fortune, sparks, so much desire and attraction. Yeah, is this the one? Someone's holding on to a torch. And I wouldn't be surprised it's both people holding on to a torch. Ah, the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, this is someone who's achieved some goals. They're stable. This is often a person who comes across where maybe they just want company and companionship. Yeah, see, company, companionship. What does this person want? But it's all about, generally these are energies of friends first. Somebody here wants more than friends. Yeah. So I don't know if someone here made up an excuse to avoid someone here. See the avoidant energy, but this is someone who often tries to avoid confrontation. This is a person to be quite private. Often someone who spends a lot of time alone. They're wise. They've had a lot of experiences here, so they're not somebody who wants to rush into anything. See, this could go either way, but it's all this energy of feeling so lucky, so fortunate for this opportunity. Yeah, this is someone who's not very emotionally available at this point. See, reminiscing about how someone's conducting themselves. See, they're in this energy of sort of focusing on themselves, tending to self, independent. Yeah, so there's the cup. See, the other person wants their cups overflowing with emotion. And what this person wants is this person to either share their feelings or literally an offer, an invitation to someone's home or a gathering. This is someone who's definitely, I can say they were definitely coming across as emotionally unavailable or just not interested. They were interested. Yeah, this is just someone I feel who feels they need to protect themselves. This is someone who's been played before. They've had a tough time. So they're kind of reclusive, right? They spent a lot of time alone, focusing on their own goals. See, these are two people, what two people can achieve together too. But it's all about putting in effort and building. See, building a relationship, spending time together, getting acquainted. So there it is. I feel there's going to be another opportunity. Yeah, it's going to come in suddenly, a little, someone's reminiscing, a little shock, surprise, a massive realization. See, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who achieved goals. They're goal-oriented. They're often someone who likes to plan and prepare ahead. They prepare. See, someone who prepares themselves. Two people who were prepared. So you may have crossed paths and maybe you weren't in alignment at that time. See the timing. But there is so much desire. I feel we got two people holding a torch, or this person feels the other person is. Take it how it resonates. Yeah, see, it's all about this coming in suddenly. It's about building a foundation after the tower. So it's somebody who maybe even is rebuilding their life. Yeah, There's been someone who feels they need to protect themselves, so it's someone who didn't want to budge and give in. See, they didn't make any kind of move, but they're now going to take that pentacle off because it's about seeing this person, someone who's stable. They want a partner. They want to build with someone. It's the couple who work together, play together. Yeah. See, this is such a beautiful opportunity. It's all about building the foundation, but it has to do with someone who needs to step up to the plate. Yeah, we got to see someone who's very single. They have everything they need, but they don't have love. And they are someone who's very independent. But the reason why this person's independent is because they've dealt with people who never step up to the plate. It never goes anywhere. Yeah, things never seem to go in their favor. But look at this. This is seeing someone in a very favorable light. I feel this is both people. I got to tell you, I'm seeing getting reacquainted. There's an opportunity coming up here. Look at that. See, it's an energy of someone waiting for a sign, hoping and praying. Yeah, these are two people. It's all about being on the same page. It's your lifestyles, the way you conduct yourselves. You have something in common because that pentacle is coming off the Four of Pentacles, which is spending time together, getting to know each other. These are two people who both bring something to the table, but they're both wise. And I feel this is about talking, clear, straight up communication, just saying it like it is, sharing information. And I do think this is someone who's dealing with a lot of people who are coupled up, already in committed relationships. Yeah, this is someone who wants someone who commits. See, nobody ever wants to commit, so this is why they become independent. And more than likely, both people have been through this. Look at the Chariot, beautiful. This is a determination to succeed. So this is someone who's just handing over the reins to the other person to take control. But it's determination to succeed. Look at that. Yeah, see, it's all about just putting in some effort. This is someone who has put a lot of effort in, but nothing ever seems to go in their favor. Now, there's this beautiful opportunity. Oh my goodness, yeah, Queen of Wands. Yeah, someone who generally knows what they want, but this is someone who's become independent because they had to, because things never went in their favor. See, it has to do with marriage, commitment, harmony. See, it's an energy of being fair. This is someone who's felt like they haven't been fair. They haven't maybe even just not found the right person, but it never goes anywhere. But now we have this, and I do think this is someone holding a torch for someone. Could be vice versa, like I say, but they are very focused. They are definitely focused on goals. There's someone who likes to achieve goals. They're very creative. It's someone who kind of creates their own world. They're almost a hermit. They're very focused, yeah. They are an energy of seeing someone handing over the reins, letting someone else to take control. But they are in control of their life. This is someone who makes decisions for themselves. They're very wise. So there we go. They're handing over the reins, letting the other person take control. But this is someone who's definitely dealt with people who keep them hanging. It never goes anywhere. So this is why they're in this energy. So what the King of Swords is seeing this, but it has to do with talking to people, sharing information. See, sharing. But this is all about learning about each other. See, these are two people who are actually kind of live similar lives, you know. They focus a lot and like to plan and prepare. But this is two people, I feel, it's for if you cross paths, and I'm going to say this to people who, every time I say you cross paths, you look at it like an ex. It's not always an ex. It's just someone you may have met through people at some point. Okay? It doesn't mean it's an ex. In fact, and they could even be somewhat like an ex. They could be the same sign because we always attract what we desire, right? The people that we're most attracted to, but it doesn't mean they're the same person. So I just want to make sure that's clear, because I feel really bummed out when I hear people go, oh, they right away look at the signs and you know, oh yeah, no, this is my ex. This is not an ex because there's never been any commitment. It's something that never went anywhere at all. It never even got off the ground. Okay, you just cross paths. You through acquaintances. And you might not even know who this is. You might even be shocked and surprised when this person comes in, because you're going to get an offer, an invitation. Okay? So this is all about someone who's handed over the reins to someone else. But this has to do with someone who has faith in the path that they're on. They have faith in themselves as well. These are two people who need to talk and communicate. And it is possible, yeah, some of you may have spent a little bit of time with this person, but I feel there's always people around. So I don't feel like this. This is definitely not someone who's been married to this person or in a relationship. It's just all about this path. Two people who were on their own path. You cross paths. The timing wasn't right. It didn't go anywhere. But now there's going to be another opportunity. Look at that. Victory and truth. Seeing truth in the situation. So we have two people here who definitely... I think we got two people who kind of hold that torch. Yeah, because there was an attraction here. There was an absolute attraction. But this is someone at that time, because they're doing things differently, they're letting the other person take control and take the reins. They've let go of control. So someone who, because we know the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands both can be quite controlling, right? They like to take the lead. This is someone who's not taken the lead. No. So this is why nothing happened. Yeah, see, there it is. This is someone going deep within their feelings here, but it has to do with a little bit of confusion, illusion, cutting to the truth, seeing truth. So this is about someone seeking clarity. Yeah, there was spark and desire, but it didn't go anywhere. And this is someone who, someone who tries to avoid confrontation, or they try to avoid moving forward because they've been so disappointed in the past. Nothing ever goes anywhere. Yeah, so they're handing over the reins. It's up to the energy of this King of Swords. Yeah, to take the lead, letting them take the lead. But this is all about planning, preparing. It's all about harmony, doing things right, being fair. This is someone who also feels the same. I feel like you're going to share some experiences. You're going to connect. There's an opportunity coming up. You might not see this coming, to be honest. Like I say, this is seeing truth. This is someone wanting victory. See, they see truth. They want to have this victory. They're determined to succeed. Yeah, look at that. See, this is someone being open. See, being emotionally open. This is someone who doesn't open up too easily. They definitely stay in control of their emotions. They're not ruled by them. But they are a person who wants to achieve goals, but they've achieved a lot of goals, and now they're open to love. This is someone open. See, this is someone who wasn't available at the time. They may have just ended a relationship. They weren't available. Now this person's available. So there's going to be, it's going to be exposed. Yeah, see, there's a need to make a decision. This is two people making a decision. Yeah, see, taking off the blindfold to see. Yeah, this is all about, and it is an energy of planning, preparing, hoping for the best. Yeah, something never went the distance. But this is also two people, I feel, who've, just been, I don't feel, it's just an energy of things not being fair, lack of harmony. So it's definitely the energy of light at the end of the tunnel. There's an opportunity coming up. It's saying take opportunities that are presented. They don't come along often. So it's an energy of seeing. See, I do feel it's two people here. It's about becoming self-aware, seeing yourselves, right? This is someone who maybe doesn't even realize they came across as emotionally unavailable or not interested, like they just wanted to be single. And they're definitely open. Yeah. Yeah, and there's the energy of the Death card. See, endings that lead to new beginnings. So it is possible someone, during some time in between, someone has ended a marriage or a committed relationship. Wow. So there you go. That's why I feel this doesn't feel like an ex. And it could be for a few of you, but it really leans towards something never went anywhere, because during this time in between, we have a person who's ended a relationship. But endings lead to new beginnings, which is often just this path. See, this is very internal. This is someone here maybe wasn't confused, or they weren't sure if someone was single or if they were married. but it's all about seeing, and it is about self-awareness. Someone here is not, maybe just wasn't aware how they were coming across as they were already married, or they weren't interested, or just completely unavailable. This is two people in that energy. All right, there it is. See, strength and confidence. I see there's so much kind. This is someone who's very kind and compassionate, very gracious too. Yeah, but it's someone who's letting go of control. They're just handing over the reins, and whatever comes their way, they'll take whatever comes their way and kind of check it out. Take care. Bye for now.